So Trump has declared a national emergency over the border because all the drugs and the criminals coming across, except I explained it to you in many other videos, there is no border crisis. This is a manufactured crisis. In fact, border crossings are at a 20-year low. And drugs, when they come across the border, they come through ports of entry. They don't come across in the desert where a border wall would stop it. They come right through San Diego. So, or Tijuana. Right, whatever the port of entry is. So Governor Newsom, here he's our governor here in California. He's the one who's going to be disappointing us over the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Mark my words. Mark my words. I live in California, the bluest of blue states. We don't have Medicare for all. We don't have free college. We don't have a fracking ban. Governor Newsom pulls National Guard troops from the southern border. Governor Newsom has made it clear he doesn't buy into President Trump's border wall. Newsom called Trump's crisis at the border political theater and says California needs to use its National Guard troops to fight wildfires and the ever-growing number of illegal cannabis operations. Oh, again, really, that's the big problem? Illegal cannabis operations? That's the big problem? What are you, another Kamala Harris? Are you shitting me that he says this?
Yeah.
That's the big problem? Illegal. It's now legal. It's legal now.
Well, what they're doing is, and I don't want to dive too far into it because it's not the topic, but they're trying to crack down on some of the smaller growers by having these, regulations that are just impossible to meet. I mean, there's been issues here in Pasadena, so that's what he's
talking about. He's talking about making sure that corporations run our marijuana. Huge corporations run our marijuana program in California. That's what that means.
It's kind of like, I'm going to do a good thing. I have to make it kind of shitty, though.
Yeah.
You know what I find also weird in this statement, Jimmy, is that the point that he says we need to have our National Guards fight our fires. How about we hire firefighters?
Yeah.
Because we're in California.
Yeah, how about we actually go ahead and hire a firefighting force that actually takes care of our firefighting needs in California, because we're the 5th largest economy in the world. And I'm pretty sure we can hire people to fight our fires, but we don't. We use prisoners, National Guard people, and now we're going to have the National Guard go after. We're going to have the National Guard F around with illegal cannabis operations. Do you see what I mean about Gavin Newsom going to be disappointing us? Do you see what I mean? The whole thing is the theater of the absurd, and California has had enough, said Governor Newsom, trying to push a new theater of the absurd about illegal cannabis growing organizations. Fucking dick. He took a stand on where he sits on a border wall, saying it's not needed. We have 550. This is the interesting part. We have 550,000 fewer people in this state without documentation than we did a decade ago. So we have 550,000 fewer undocumented immigrants in California than we did a decade ago. This is pure politics, said Newsom. So is your crackdown on illegal cannabis growing? That's why he ordered 2/3 of the approximately 360 California National Guardsmen at the U.S.-Mexico border to redeploy to two fronts, fighting wildfires and expanding the state's counter. Why is the National Guard working on drug offense? That's not what they're for. They're not supposed to be working in the state's counter-drug task. That's not what they're for. It's called the National Guard. It's not called the National Drug Task Force. What a dick. You can't get a decent Democrat. You just can't get a decent goddamn Democrat. Can you? Gavin Newsom, you fucking posing phony.
I mean, we have people living on the street.
With people living on the street, you have people going after our state's counter-drug. God damn you.
Why couldn't our National Guard be more humanitarian in its efforts, like helping the community?
I thought that this was going to be a story lauding him standing up to Trump, and it turns out I'm more sick at fucking Governor Newsom in this story. What is that? He ordered 240 National Guardsmen to redeploy. Ooh. Okay. Let me know when you found a homeless person housing. Let me know when you got a sick person medicine. Let me know when you did something like that. When you got a poor person a living wage. Let me know when you did that. I would really appreciate.
Well, there is a theatrical component to this, because this is also, earlier this week was when he kind of backpedaled on the light rail from San
Oh yeah,
Francisco
that's right.
to Los
No,
Angeles.
can't do
So
it.
he's
It's
done.
undoable. Can't do light rail. Can't do it from San Francisco to San Diego. We can't do it.
Aren't we getting it
I'm
now?
committed to it, but we can't do it.
We're supposed to have fucking flying cars by now, but we somehow can't figure out how to put a train from San Diego to San Francisco.
Isn't it supposed to go now to Bakersfield?
Yeah, now they're going to have a train go nowhere.
Bakersfield and Merced. They're
To
gonna,
nowhere.
That's going to be the
No,
like,
who's going to drive a
yeah.
car to Bakersfield and then get on a train and then get off at Who's going to do that?
Mhm.
Nobody. Yeah, fifth largest economy in the world. We can't figure out how to have high-speed trains. We can't figure it out. They have them all over China and Japan. Somehow we can't figure it out here in the United States. It's because our government's bought. God damn it. We're announcing our live dates for 2019. We're going to Chicago and Portland, Seattle, New York, all over the country. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all our tickets to all our shows. It'll be right underneath there, too. Please become a patron if you like our content and help support the show. You can become a patron for $5 a month, and we give you hours of bonus material. And make sure you're subscribed. They unsubscribe people every day. I'm not kidding. Make sure you're subscribed and click that bell so they give you a notice when we drop a video. It's the only thing we can do to fight back against the bastards. Thanks for your support.